Shalom, Kol Halal, Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Ba'adash, double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of the GMF, 4,001 the Hope of Life of Israel. I'm from the Yahshua, back with the WW3 Daily update. Shalom and salutations to you as well. Isaiah 13, which is another lesson, but anyway, that's what this is saying. The Most High, God, is going to stir up triumphant spirit on, okay? And we've gone through that in several videos. Matter of fact, on the WW3 Daily Update, this particular precept comes up a lot. And here's why. Russia, the Most High put a triumphant spirit. That's what stir up means. I will put a triumphant spirit on Russia against America. Okay. Now, whereas you might think that Russia is fighting against Ukraine, they're not. They're not fighting against NATO. They're fighting against the United States. Okay. Here, I'll give you a clue. All right. Is Venezuela not a proxy, but an ally of Russia? Venezuela is an ally of Russia. Are they not? Of course they are. As is China, right? So how is Russia fighting against the United States? Russia sent in their allies across the border with plain clothes on. Okay? They already infiltrated. They're behind enemy lines right now, living, getting paid, right? How is that? That sounds like confusion, doesn't it? That can be explained, but here's what's going on. Okay, you got the New World Order, right? And then you got people that are disgruntled because they didn't like their place in the New World Order, right? And I'm talking about Putin. It's like this, no, I'm ready to rule. I'm not going to be under you Americans anymore. So anyway, they're all trying to work together, but they can't. So that there's infighting. So anyway, this is what the infighting is turned into. The New World Order is trying to get rid of Vlad and China because they want to rule. Chinese believe that they got next, or whatever that means. But anyway, look, the Most High will put a spirit of triumph on Russia to overcome America. Right? So we're going to watch this. Slovakia. My dog is over there. Crazy. All right, so this battlefield, Ukraine. Russia prepares to knock out dog! Military and Foreign Affairs Network, 41 minutes ago. Take it away, the voice of reason. Sorry about the dog.
Good day, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I am your host, the voice of reason. Today we're continuing our ongoing coverage of the war between the Russian Federation and the Ukraine. Now, today we are hearing reports that the Russians are continuing an ongoing military buildup to both the north-northeast and the northwest of Kharkov. It is anticipated that the Russians are amassing a force in excess of 70,000 personnel. This force, which is massing in several different areas, to include to the northeast near the town and in the town of Volchansk, and other areas to the west towards Sumy. Now, at the same time, the Russians continue ballistic missile or semi-ballistic missile strikes, cruise missile strikes against Ukrainian forces located in Kharkov. Now, there was a recent report in which the Russians allegedly struck a busy marketplace. Now, we are hearing that in addition to possible civilian losses in that strike, that area in Kharkov was a staging area, either for a command and control node of the Ukrainian military or being used as a temporary area for the housing of Ukrainian troops as they gathered forces in and around Kharkov to be deployed towards the border regions and the ongoing battles that are taking place in these areas. Now, look, in terms of casualties and what Russian capability is, if the Russians desired to rubbleize Kharkov, they could do that. The Russians are in a position right now, not necessarily to attack Kharkov with traditional 152, 122 millimeter tube artillery, but Kharkov is well within range of the Russian 300 millimeter multiple launch rocket systems, such as the Smerch and Uragan. The Russians can strike deep inside of Kharkov as we speak. They can hit any area, not to mention the Iskander capability and converted S-300 systems that are now being used.
Here's how auto mechanics remove car scratches in just 90 seconds or less. This simple but brilliant...
Slovakia. I'm going to go ahead and cut it right there because it's more of the same. You can see that Russia is slowly and methodically winning, okay? And what they're doing is they're showing everybody, they're showing America, they're showing the world, they're showing America's allies, this is what we're going to do to you in World War III. We're going to do this. We're going to slowly win. Slowly and methodically. Okay? And that's what they're doing. This is World War III, but Vlad is sending a message and he's presenting an example, okay, of how they're going to win World War III. And how do I know that? Because that's what the Bible says. All right? How do I know America's going to lose? Easy. Okay? Because the Bible tells you whose land is going to be completely on fire. Okay? When you speak of the lake of fire, here's the lake of fire. Lake of fire is a result of missiles, nuclear missiles, all hitting the United States. Revelation 11. Means against Babylon, which is America. That tells you who's going to win already. An hour was there a great earthquake. That great earthquake is all those missiles hitting, right? And see, a lot of missiles are going to hit America because all America's allies are going to turn on them and shoot their missiles on America too. Not that America won't get some shots off. They will. But North American quake. So the whole, right? This says America. And the 10th part of the city fell. Does Russia have a 10th part of the city? America does. 10 FEMA zones, 10 zip codes. This is what that's talking about. This is identifying, right, what happened at this moment. Okay? Great earthquake, that means the nukes went off. This specifically is talking about America. Here's what happened in America. The whole place was on fire, nuclear fire, and everybody died. Everybody that didn't come up hither and ascend up to heaven in a cloud, your ass died in the great earthquake, right? And in the earthquake were slain of men 7. Number 7 means completion. Everyone, 7,000, everyone that didn't have a deep underground bunker, or didn't ascend up into heaven in a cloud, you died in America. And if you got ascended up to heaven in a cloud, this pertains to you. And the remnant, right, the elect, were affrighted and gave glory to the power of heaven. That's how we know. It's talking about America lost. And everybody that was here that didn't get beamed up or have an underground bunker were slain. All of them. All of them. Okay? That's how you read that in the Spirit. Anyway, with that, we hope that the elect were edified. You brothers and sisters, shalom.